I mean, for me, it's just getting to do what I love and getting it to, you know, that it's a job. You know, I realize sometimes even that when it's hard, you know, because I've been doing this a while now, and as hard as it is sometimes to travel and be away from, you know, family and friends, like I realize it's a luxury to get to do what I want to do and call it a profession.
You made it out of that one horse little town. Told yourself you wouldn't let nobody see you down. You said goodbye, but you wanted something more.
The greatest part of being able to call myself a musician would probably be writing songs and singing songs that relate to people, but also, I mean, obviously being able to express myself is a very powerful thing for myself, and of course it's very powerful when someone else relates to it. So I think, you know, just being able to express yourself is a really powerful thing, and music is really my identity.
In the engineering part, I guess success would be, you know, just being able to do what you want to do every day as far as a job. You know, that owning my own studio was not something that I had envisioned myself doing coming out of Full Sail, out of school. But in hindsight, it was a great move to make at a great time.
I think success is longevity. I think that just being able to do what I love to do forever would be the ultimate success. I mean, I think in any career, whatever you do, there's going to be peaks and valleys, and you know. But I think for my definition of success is definitely longevity.
You know, everybody's got different levels of success, and it's all relative to different people.
And the worst part, definitely, about doing what I do is being away from family and friends, for sure. But I definitely have, over the years, learned kind of how to strike a nice balance of travel and, you know, and also just time to be at home and time to actually live, you know, and I think that helps the songs, and, you know, so as long as I can keep a nice balance, things are good.
You try not to, but sometimes you compare yourself against other artists, and you can sometimes get wrapped up in the pressure of oh, this person's doing something cool, I want to do that. And
so there's good parts and there's bad parts. I mean, I would prefer to stay creative all the time, but I do enjoy the control that making business decisions affords me as far as equipment and things like that.
The most important part of creating music is just being able to, you know, again, like a thought or an experience enters your brain, or, you know, not to be too corny, but your heart, and it kind of spills out onto the page, and then immediately you get to put music to it, and it just kind of falls out of the sky from something that you experienced or you saw or you interpreted and made it your own.
I think everybody is presented at certain times in their life with opportunities and doors that they have to personally choose whether or not to take advantage of or walk through.
the most important part of creating music is being authentic to yourself.
And then seeing that manifest itself, you know, not only in a piece of music, but a piece of music that people connect to, a piece of music that people sing along to, and that's that's the coolest thing and the most rewarding for sure.
That's the most important part, is just as being real, because that's what people relate to, and that's what's healing to you as well as a singer and a songwriter. Yeah.
And I've definitely learned so much from each of the bands that I've toured with and collaborated with.
Every single singer, songwriter, or musician that I work with, I take something from, and sometimes it's positive, and I mean sometimes it's I want to emulate what they do, but sometimes I learn from them by seeing what I don't want to do, and that can be just as helpful to me.
I mean, I've learned a lot of kind of what's too much and what I can take away from these great acts. And it's not only just in songwriting, or the actual music. I mean, it's kind of like you learn and you watch a guy like Adam Duritz from Counting Crows on the stage, and you watch how he interacts with the audience.
It's something that you take from and you learn, and you know, go on and do better and do other things further on. So
the internet was so big for me, and I didn't really even mean to have songs kind of floating around on the internet, but that's how it happened for me, is people just got a hold of it, and I kind of just followed this thing that was just kind of out there, and I think that's the best way.
As far as new artists, nothing happens overnight. Things take time. It takes time to develop your sound. It takes time to cultivate your fan base and to be heard.
There's so many opportunities now for artists to get their stuff out there, so do it. Just
if it's your dream and it's what you want to do and it's what you feel like you were made to do or built to do or whatever, then you kind of have to, follow it, and eventually, hopefully you'll get somewhere with it.
And I never sleep to watch you breathe.